With the initial configuration finished, you'll have to test a couple of things first before you go on. There's still quite some miles to make. So most important is your new ADFS server. Can everybody get to your metadata? If not, then you can just as well stop, fix that first before you do anything else, because they will just run into trouble and they will lose a lot of time. Metadata may be a complicated thing, but it is the best thing you can get. Okay, check whether you can get to it from the internet. Your partners will have to do it that way. Send an email to your partner. Hey, my metadata seems to be okay. Can you get it? Click this URL and they should see it. Check it from the servers for your application. The default installation is Windows Integrated Logon. And there are many tricky details there. NTLM and Kerberos, you need to configure the service principal name. There are some nice registry settings like back connection host names and disable loopback checks. There's extended protection, etc., etc. If anything of that is not correct in the beginning, then a lot of people misinterpret that as something is wrong with ADFS. No, Windows Integrated wasn't there. To fix that, just move form sign-in up, and don't worry, applications can still do what they want with the WAuth parameter. And then there is a trick of a page that you should otherwise stay clear of. That's in the IDP initiated sign-on. That you can use to see if it's actually working without having an application. So let's take a look at the server itself now. So now we're going to do our confidence test. Since we have no confidence at all, we first start our best friends. Because without our best friend, there is no life. Get to the icons, and on top of that, I'm a total coward because I do not type things in demonstrations. I only copy and paste. But I became that way because of federation, because one typo in this string will make it fail. Whoops, it will fail anyway. Now what is this? Let's take a look at our only help here. We went for federation metadata. Here is the get. And let's see what we got. Well, this looks like perfect metadata to me. It doesn't to you, because you haven't seen this before, but the problem is this one. They have decided that it was better to have a specific type of content type. And our Internet Explorer doesn't like that content type without telling her that it is perfectly safe to do this kind of thing. And I have a nice little registry hack for that one. Do I want to continue? Yes, otherwise I cannot see my own metadata. It just makes it as safe as regular XML. There's nothing special about it. Okay. Let's start our fiddler again. You never know what else might go wrong. And here's our data. And there we are. That's our metadata. There's a separate chapter about metadata, so we're not going to do it. But you want to check this from the internet, from your internal network for applications. You really want everybody to be able to get to this metadata. Otherwise, they will get even more typing errors. So let's do our next test, and that URL is here. We want to check if we can log on. And to do that, let's take a new tab. That's probably easier. Sign on. Ta-da! We're not signed on. Continue to sign on to this site. Oops! That is Windows Integrated. We're not even going to try that. So, let's go to our subdirectory with ADFS, inetpub, ls, and here is our app.config. Just for the first time. Okay. Let's see, here we are. We are going to take out the forms, put it before our Windows integrated, and let's try this again. There we are. Continue to sign in. That looks much better. Ronald is still there, we assume, with his identical password. So authentication works and we can get to our metadata. Let's go and set up our application.